Hello, Clearlake Modellers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you get to this video, one of those will apply. As most of you know, my function with the modelers is not only being vice president, it is also being safety person. That's not quite the right title. A safety coordinator, safety person. There is a safety committee that I counsel with. It's not typically my individual decisions to address safety things. But Michael, your Clearlake Modellers president, asked me to contribute to the newsletter Safety, since our next meeting is either virtual or not at all, or, well, we do connect pretty good on the internet, and I appreciate that. In the email, there's a being in touch with each other to a certain extent. So I thought of a little bit of something different, since we are in a home shelter at home order. It's not an advisory. In some states it is an advisory. We here under the order, meaning you shouldn't drive around for only the most important groceries, doctor, and these kind of things. Maybe your work. And that brings me to a safety thing we did. We closed the field for a moment in support, of course, of the order shelter at home given, just to remove even secondary the temptation for you to go out there and fly. Not only have we the stay at home, shelter at home law intact right now, there is a $500 fine. If they would want to enforce it, they could. So this is probably the main safety thing, and the safety committee did counsel with me on the email. They used to be all listed on our website, but somehow that has changed, and now there's only I listed, but it's actually more people, and maybe that is gonna be changed, so you know that it's not an individual. Even so, in the respect of the question that Phil had, about the driving out to the field, it was an easy answer, because of course we are not to drive. Recreation is fine, but that doesn't mean you drive to some place and recreate there. You can do that by walking around the block, this type of thing. I strongly think so. You can read up on it, and here's my dog. She likes to sit with me, or I like to sit with her. Anyway, not much else safety to say, because obviously it is very safe already when you don't fly. you can't crash and you cannot cut your fingers on a propeller. And all the other things that can go wrong with, um, whenever an airplane crashes one of our models, I am so glad that I'm a pilot on the ground. um, well, anyway, so it's a good time to use your flight simulator if you like that, or um, do your project. Hey. Do your project. She wants to get down. This old dog now. She's 15 years old. I have her sister too, and she's the same age. Well, so these are good. Maybe do some repairs on something, and before we know it, this will be um, a thing for the history books. Will be a thing for the history books for sure. Hopefully, soon we can go out and meet again and do our things a little bit more how we used to. Other than that, everything seems fine. I've talked to some people. They are good. Mars is good, and Tom is good, and Richard is good. Scott, I talked to on the email. He didn't say anything. He's part of the safety committee, and so looks like we're all doing good as far as I know. And I wish I had something more, but this should be part of a link in the newsletter, I hope. If not, I can always send it as just a general hello. I see that Doug sometimes sends something out about name this person, and in that way stays in touch. So I hope to hear from you, and I hope you're doing well, and all the good wishes that people have these days for each other. So anyway, thank you for being a Clearlake Modeler, have joined our club, or if you plan to bring a friend in and he might see that, then thank you for eventually joining us. I'll see you hopefully very soon. Thank you, and bye bye.